Hi, this is Manjula Subhash. You're watching Creative Bharat. Today, the guest with us is Priyanka Khandelwal Gupta. She is the founder of CH2. So let's dive into a conversation to understand her background and what motivated her to start CH2 and what exactly is CH2. Hi, Priyanka.
Hi, Manjula.
So, Priyanka, tell me about your life. Where did it all begin?
So I'm originally from Amravati. It's a small town near Nagpur. Born and brought up there. Did my engineering there. And like every small town in Maharashtra, your dream is to get out of the small town and go to Pune. So I landed in Pune. And I wanted to do MBA because engineering was not, the logical mind was not my thing. So I settled with, okay, let's do MBA in HR. Life happened, that didn't happen, but I got through Wipro and then I started working with Credit Suisse as a human capital manager there in Pune, then Singapore. Then, I've been into training, learning and development quite a bit. So I think since childhood, teaching was my thing. So naturally, I got pulled into training. And then I went down into education. So I started with training working professionals and then training teenagers in school. So I was doing design thinking training for teenagers across India, Dubai and UAE basically. And we used to take them to Singapore and US and NTU, the two universities. So that was the teenage training part. Then I was consulting a school to set up IGCSE and all the after school activities, which again, I was always very excited about. Apart from school, what all? So I did that, and then I found the need of, creating a preschool, because 99% of your brain develops by the age of 5, and what do you do with the child? So that's when I started my preschool. So right from senior, working professionals to preschoolers and even mother toddler program, I kind of introduced in Pune. So that's been the whole, learning and development HR journey. And then I also was heading HR and customer excellence for Fitter. It's an online fitness platform. So that got me into fitness. 5 years I was doing that. And that's where, physical fitness came into life. And then COVID happened and mental wellness, people started talking about it. And then since 2017, life happened to me.
So tell me, what are you into today? Because you said you have been in the education space, you've been in the IT space, HR space, you've been a business enabler, you've been a youth enabler, with the activities you did with schools and teens. What are you doing today? Where is Priyanka today?
That's an interesting question. I keep asking myself, what am I doing? Because I keep doing a lot. But I think I've settled with the fact that teaching and expressing, simplifying things, because in MBA also one of the things that I always felt is, we overcomplicate a lot of things.
Correct.
But beauty is in simplifying things.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of comes naturally to me. And now I've been into physical fitness, I've been into education, and now what I am into is emotions. Because, we have the body, common sense, take care of it, and there are various ways. And thankfully now people are getting really aware of, taking care of their health. Then comes mental wellness, which post-COVID people started speaking about it, which is amazing. But emotions is where the key lies, is what my life experience has been. So CH2 stands for Common Sense, Health and Happiness.
Nice.
3 things we all need.
Yeah, common sense, health and happiness. Yeah. Wow.
So these are the pillars of life. But all of these keep going up and down with life.
Yeah.
And what is it that actually affects all 3? Its baseline is emotions. If your emotions are in place, you make the right decisions, your common sense is in place, your action is right, your health is fine, your happiness, it's a state of mind. But the moment your emotions go haywire, common sense goes out of the window. Right? We've all been there that, we look back and we think, oh my God, how did I say something like that? Or how did I do something so stupid? We've all done it.
Yeah, there have been silly moments, right? I mean, which we regretted later on that, why was I so silly that time? Yeah.
Exactly. So we've taken certain actions also where common sense was out of the window. And when emotions are haywire, health has to go off. It's just about time. And happiness, of course, is not there. So emotion is the key. And we've been taught how to think, how to talk, how to walk, how to dress, how to act. We've been taught everything, but we've never been taught how to feel.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody talks about feel. Yeah. And that is where I think the key lies.
Coming to feel, I have noticed that we have always, when our kids fail in something in childhood, whether they failed in, say, an argument with their friends or whatever, in classroom, something. And we always tell them that, be strong, ye sab choti baatein hoti hain, like we always tell them these things. Do these things really make them strong? Does it really happen that way?
See, when you just said, right, that be strong, ye sab hote rehta hai, it happens. Here, what is happening is sometimes we are actually demeaning that emotion that the child is feeling. Right? The child is feeling very hurt with whatever has happened with it. Now, you as an adult know that it is nothing, it's fine.
Yeah.
But for him at that moment, it's too much.
Yeah.
Right? And emotions, you actually feel it in your body.
Right.
There's a very intense connection between emotions and body, which we don't realize. So when you're trivializing that child's emotion, you're just telling him that it does not matter.
Correct.
It's okay. Just shove it down the carpet. And that's mental conditioning, right? You grow up doing that. And then one fine day, whatever you've shoved down the carpet, it explodes.
Yeah.
So we are telling them to ignore things. Better would be to help them learn how to process it.
Yeah.
Right? You will be hurt. You will feel scared. Everyone feels scared. If someone says that I don't feel scared, I doubt.
Yeah.
But then how do you process that fear? How do you, get clarity? How do you regulate yourself in that emotion? That is what needs to be taught. And that is the missing link.
Yeah, I think in today's time, it is missing link because I think when we were growing up, we were very physically involved in a lot of things. I mean, we were never sitting in front of a screen. I think even TV also was very restricted. And I would say that, when I was growing up, TV also had its time.
Yeah.
There were blackout periods even in television network, right?
Yes.
It would only be up on prime time. So you only got to see limited of that. Today, with kids getting exposure to a lot of digital gadgets and digital content and crowded content. And kyunki these kids are low on physical and they are more on mental actually because they're all the time their mind is working because they are so involved in mental fitness, I would say, the gadget fitness or the digital fitness, whatever you can call that. It's very important that we have mental awareness, neuro awareness concepts coming up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
So, you mentioned in the first, point of yours that life happened to you in 2017. So what exactly did you mean by that?
So, November 2017, I was diagnosed with this rarest of the rare incurable disease.
Okay.
Or malfunction, which is a tumor inside my spinal cord, just below the brainstem.
Oh.
So it's inside the cord.
Okay.
So that is extremely rare. So probably there are more people who've walked on the moon than the number of people who have this.
Oh.
It's that rare.
Okay.
And the more than diagnosis, I call it a sentence, was that you can die any moment, anytime, just like that. Or the worst was you can get paralyzed, neck down.
Oh.
Any moment, like while sleeping, anything can happen. So that was like, fear.
And you still have that condition?
I still have that, yes.
My next question is that how are you dealing with this thought when somebody told you could die any moment, or you could be handicapped? How are you living every day with that thought?
That is CH2.
Okay.
The whole culmination of this, actually, the answer to this is CH2. So, one is, just simply understanding that life is so uncertain, which is a fact for not only you, but not only me, you also.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Anyone can die anytime, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
You're crossing the road and boom, you're gone.
Yeah.
It's just that, yes, my probability is like very high and written in a...
Somebody told you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's
like a sword hanging on your head.
Yeah, somebody's already told you that kabhi bhi ho sakta hai.
Yeah.
So that's little different than we knowing that, okay, we wake up and, something mishap may happen. वो एक अलग चीज है, वो surprise element है. But in your case, it's not a surprise element. So how have you learned to deal with it? How did somebody help you out with it?
Yes. Yes. A lot. Of course, my husband, my family, and it's just, the baat sirf samajh ki hai. The moment you understand, see, when we say death, we associate everything with time, right? When we say death at the age of 20, we feel like it's a faraway thing, right? It's like you don't even think about it. When you're in 20s and 30s, you're like full on going. But we forget that it is inevitable. And the only distance between me and death is time. And that is what we all want the most. Longevity is like the big thing in today's world, which I don't understand. So we all want to extend our life.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, personally, threat of death, I don't know, it never mattered to me. Even the day of diagnosis.
Even really? I mean, even when somebody just told you, what was that first feeling when the doctor just told you कि ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है, that you may not be able to see tomorrow, or you may become a liability on people, if you get paralyzed.
Yes.
What was that first feeling, that first thought that came to you?
I think I went numb.
Okay.
That really helped me. I detached. I remember my sister, who's a dentist. So the report went to her. The moment I got the report, I sent it to her, and she called me. And first thing, she's like, "Do not Google about it. You just detach. I mean, you just let us handle it. You just be." That was her statement, and I think I just accepted it. I said, "Yes, done," because I understood this is something very crazy, and there's no point putting my head into it. And when it comes about death, then what head would you put, right? There is no...
Yeah.
It's like done. It is khatam. So that's where I kind of, detached myself. And when I look back, this also I understood in the last couple of years through my reflections that, so within a month I was, then the only solution was surgery. So all the neurosurgeons across the globe said that, because I was 32 then. So surgery itself is extremely risky. Nobody, prescribes this surgery, but then they had no option. They said that, let's try to remove the tumor now. Even during the surgery, you might get paralyzed. But if you do, you're young, so you might recover. But if you come to us 10 years down the line with something gone, so whatever is gone, and surgery anyway would be as risky. So just because they said that recovery is a hope, do it now. So within a month of my diagnosis, I got into the surgery. My husband was the one who had told me, even like tomorrow is the surgery. I was in Bombay, and in the night he's telling me everything is ready, and he's like, "You know what? I'm telling you, abhi bhi bhag jate." I was like, but I was so in that zone that just be. Let it happen, whatever is happening, because this diagnosis itself came out of nowhere. So who am I to, decide? So I was just flowing. Then I went through the surgery. They said that they removed 70% of the tumor, and the risk is quite gone. And after surgery, before surgery only, this hand was tingling numbness, and I can't pick up things. But during surgery, this leg was getting paralyzed, so they had to stop at 70%. But after a month, I started working, and I got back with those whole willpower and everything. But then during that Next 1 year, I observed that my symptoms are kind of increasing, which is I stopped feeling. So, I would iron clothes and then I would burn myself and I wouldn't know that I've burnt.
Oh.
So when I saw the bruise and then I'm like, okay. So the sensation was going throughout the body. After surgery, I developed cervical spondylosis, kyphosis, vertigo, scoliosis, everything that can go wrong in the spine. And I was feeling that summers are getting difficult for me. So anyway, long story short, after a year, so during that year, we did 3 MRIs and the tumor is still the same. So it's like pre-op, post-op MRI, same. So the tumor was back. So that was the funniest part, right? You go through that entire thing and then the tumor is still back. So the risk is still back. That actually broke me. So initially, I was strong.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go and, do it. But when this came that, after breaking completely, and then now you're saying that the risk is still there. So it's like, toot foot kar kuch haath nahi aaya. And before surgery, this hand was not working. After surgery, the entire body went crazy. So that happened. And then, but still for 5 years, I was on, doing my training. I used to travel, be in a different country or a different city every week, training, and pain was a part of my life. I accepted it. 24/7, I would be in pain. The neck pain, always there. So I accepted, no problem. Still keep going. 2022 happened. And that year, I could not breathe in summers. And I could feel that there's something absolutely wrong. I did all my tests and everything. There was nothing wrong. My LDL, HDL, everything was fine. But I could feel that, I'm turning red. And I could not breathe, nausea. Eating was anyway not a fun thing for me. So I have nausea 24/7 since 8 years. Yeah. Okay. So eating is not so much fun. And 2022, then I had a whiplash also. So I was traveling to Bombay. My neck, it just went like this. So the entire spine again got completely gone. And thermoregulation dysfunction is when my body stopped sweating actually. So I don't sweat. Mm-hmm. So when my body heats up, it does not know how to cool down on its own and vice versa.
Okay.
Then when does your body heat up? When you have a coffee?
Yeah.
When you eat?
Yeah.
Digestify?
Yeah.
When you work out?
Yes.
When you exercise or exert yourself?
Yeah.
When you go out in 30 degrees of sun?
Yes.
Your body heats up? I could not do any of it. So for almost a year, I was just at home. First thing I would do in the morning is shut the curtains. No sun.
No sun, okay.
Yeah. So it was debilitating, right? Immediate breathlessness, nausea, fatigue, and I would be in bed. So I was pretty much in bed for a year with the spine and this whole madness. That's when, I went to so many doctors. I studied neuroscience and pretty much self-diagnosis that this is thermoregulation dysfunction. Then my neurosurgeon said, yes, this is possible. Spinothalamic tract got damaged during the surgery. So yes, whatever you're feeling. And I said, what's the solution? And he said, I don't know. I said, have you seen any patient like this? No. I said, to kaise jeena hai? He's like, he was so sweet. He would just at least smile and just listen to me. And he said, steroids is the only solution. And I knew that much, that steroid is never a solution. So that is when I reached that, breaking point.
Okay.
Completely broke down that I can't function. I can't breathe. And I'm in bed all the time. And I was talking to my sister. So I would not sleep for 10 days. So it's a loop, right? You just don't get out of it because half of my body feels cold, half feels warm. So temperature is a crazy thing. So she was talking to me and she just used the word psychosomatic. And I was in my balcony and I literally, that urge that you have that, okay, I'm going to jump now because this is it. Is it psychosomatic? Like, does it mean that I'm actually thinking and making all this happen? Which equals to, have I officially gone mad?
Yeah.
So, that was the ultimate breaking point. I was howling and everything. Thank God my husband was home and she called my father and all of that. And then my father said that, please go to this Ayurveda doctor, which I went to. I had done Ayurveda initially also, did everything to the T, nothing happened. So I had lost faith in all alternate healing. Then I finally went to that doctor, a lot of work, Abhyanga, Padabhyanga, their medicines and nutrition, diet, anti-inflammatory, all of that. I started feeling better in 2023.
Okay.
But still, the flare-ups that were happening daily were now happening once in a month. The moment I have coffee, I feel something is off.
Okay.
So that is when I thought that this is not sustainable. And that is where that understanding of nervous system regulation truly, came in. So my husband and I used to every day keep reflecting and talking, okay, why are you feeling sick today? So you keep going back and, keep thinking, what is the trigger? What happened? What did I eat? What did I do? And then we realized that what did I feel was the key. So even anger increases your body temperature. Stress increases your body temperature because your body goes in fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
And that, it's human. It happens. And the moment it would happen to me, I would be in bed. So now the challenge was that emotions, I have to manage my emotions to survive. There is no other way.
Wow.
And that is where the whole, nervous system regulation, the importance of it landed. When my body was so dysregulated that the only way to regulate it was through lifestyle changes, which I was anyway doing, but more deeper work was emotions. So not getting hassled with that thought that you can die. The moment you get hassled with that thought, if you start letting it affect you, then you're dead.
Yeah.
So,
wow. I mean, I
don't know.
I'm getting goosebumps actually. A person who's been told that you may die anytime. A person who's seeing the changes in her body. She's living with the pain. She's living with nausea. I mean, I can't live with nausea every day. It's like, food is everything. You like the taste of food. And imagine if you're eating something and you're feeling nauseatic every time. It's a very, very difficult situation, right? I mean, इंसान जीता ही खाने के लिए है और आप अगर उसको भी ठीक से enjoy नहीं कर पा रहे हो और वो सब situation के होने के बाद भी you still could reach to the bottom point where you said that, I was almost ready to jump when, my sister, I had a call with my sister and so imagine going so bottom down in your life and then telling yourself, nahi, abhi bhi hope hai and I'm going to pick myself up.
So that is the learning.
That is the learning.
Hope bhi chhod do. Hope mein bhi to there is desire, no? You're wanting something.
Right.
So, there is this, so you asked me, right, what really helped? So this whole story.
Yeah.
And then, so it was like, haathi nikal gaya, poonch reh gayi. Once in a month, dysregulation is happening. And I kind of understood, theek hai bhai, gusse se, emotion se, stress se bhi ho raha hai. But then what's the solution? Because how can you say, tab to buddha ban jao na fir.
Yeah.
That's the only solution. That you're calm all the time and you're done. Or you detach, you go to the mountains.
Yeah.
But that's not practical. That's not fun. That's not life.
Yeah.
So there is Ashtavakra Gita. Have you heard of it?
Not really.
Okay. It's also called the Mahagita. It is where Ashtavakra is someone who has 8 defects in the body. And Janak, he was, teaching Janak about moksha and nirvana and all.
Yeah.
Osho has discourse on that, which is like 90 discourses. So I was listening to that and that actually came to me just like that. I met someone, we were discussing and he's very senior, 75, very learned man. He was telling me something and then I said, Satchidanand. So he said, yes. Then he told me that I think you're ready. You listen to that. And he gave me the pen drive and we started listening and we could not stop. And midway, I remember I had just come back home 12 in the night and I suddenly started shouting. I'm like, oh, now I get it. Wo poonch jo baki thi. Now I get it what it is. So the whole learning was that, my system was dysregulated, pain, whatever was happening in me. My want was to get out of it. I was wanting to change it. I was wanting to get better. And with that want, you're here all the time in that zone that when will it happen? When will it happen? I'm not liking it. Again, you're stuck in that tick, tick, tick time zone. So that keeps your body dysregulated. You are always in that survival fight or flight mode. right? If someone tells you that you're going to die, your survival automatically switches on.
Yeah.
The key is drop that desire of getting better also. That is when magic happens. That is ultimate surrender. We say that I was telling myself, I've accepted. This hand doesn't work. This leg doesn't work. I have so much pain. I've accepted. But ab bas na. But that bus was my problem. And I had not surrendered to it. I had accepted, but not surrendered. And surrender comes when you just leave everything and you don't want, the desire of change also goes. That is ultimate shunya.
Yeah.
So that is when things start going, magically things start happening, right? That day when I hit that rock bottom, that I am done. Because I was trying very hard, learning neuroscience, going here, going there, trying and looking for solutions. That moment when I dropped everything, I said, I don't know what to do. I have no clue. I am done. The moment I said I'm done, things started happening.
Yeah.
Right? Doctors came in, the help came in, everything just started coming.
So mentally, when we are trying to cling on to something, we are basically, we need to release it, become zero, you know?
The more you want, the more it'll go away from you.
Yeah.
The moment you drop the desire, just be. And also, you know, there are affirmations, right? We've all heard about affirmations.
Yeah,
somehow over the years, I've not been very into affirmations. Something was not clicking. And just yesterday I was thinking that, you know, what that was. Affirmation is, we say that I am well, I am healed, I am healthy, I am this.
Yeah,
right?
I hear this, yeah.
The problem here is when I'm saying it as an affirmation, I'm telling myself, I am healthy. That means there is a lack. I am unhealthy.
Exactly.
That's why you are telling yourself I'm healthy. I think a better word for affirmation is reminder. You just have to remind yourself that you are. It is.
It is. Correct.
You are healthy.
Yeah.
You are abundant. You are beautiful. You are. It is. So it's a reminder to return to yourself. You know, we all keep forgetting. We all know this. Right? Everyone kind of knows this.
Yeah.
We've all experienced it. Everything falls in place in life. We've all had those moments where, you know, things were going so crazy, but then suddenly something happened and everything fell into place.
Yeah.
So we've experienced it, but we forget it.
Correct.
The moment crisis comes, we forget that. So it's more of a reminder that peace is there.
Yeah.
We always say that, oh, when I earn so much money, then I will be happy. Again, you're putting time there.
Yeah.
Like when that time will come, then I will. You are happy.
Yeah.
Just remember, it's a reminder you are. Happiness is here.
Right.
More than affirmation, I feel the reminder is a better word to come back to yourself.
Yeah.
I think things happen in life to just keep reminding us.
So what a strong life you've had, you know, and, you know, dealing with your illness to actually not making it feel like it's an illness, but it's a way of life. And you are in true sense, Priyanka, I would say, hum kya ji rahe hain, ji to tum rahi ho. Seriously. I mean, a person who's, you know, who's building it from where people said, ab tumhara kuch nahi ho sakta, say you're actually built your life from there. So जीना तो इसको कहते हैं. हम जैसे लोगों का जीना कुछ जीना नहीं होता रियली.
बस ऐसे ही जी लो ना. ये अगर हम रोज जी लें तो क्यों तुम्हें गिनना है कि तुम्हें 10 साल जीना है या 20 साल जीना. आज कैसा जी रहे हो.
Exactly.
So that has been my focus. The moment they said, right, you can die. So my immediate response was, okay, let's start living then.
Yeah.
क्योंकि अगर कभी भी मर सकते हैं तो then I have to live every moment.
Yeah.
So I don't have the luxury of, so you are, it is. So that lands.
A personal question, because मुझे कभी लगता है कि मुझे कोई बोल देगा कि अब तुम्हारा टाइम कम है और तुम्हें जाना है. I have like 100 things I need to do in my life. How have you dealt with that? Because I'm sure everybody has 100 things they want to do in life, and suddenly आपको बोलते हैं कि अब तुम priority create करो because you know time कम है. How have you been able to do that, and how have you been able to prioritize that मुझे इतना ही करना है और इसी को अच्छे से करना है? क्योंकि मेरे जैसे पर्सन तो कंफ्यूज ही हो जाएगा और शायद मैं उसमें ही डिप्रेशन में चली जाऊं कि भाई मुझे 1000 चीजें करनी थी बट मैं कर नहीं पा रही हूँ, यू नो. आई एम श्योर मेरे जैसे बहुत नॉर्मल लोग ऐसा ही सोचते हैं. हाउ डिड यू plan your life after that?
The whole point was drop planning.
Acha.
Drop planning. That is again, plan, time comes in.
Exactly.
Okay, I have to do these 10 things in 2 years, and then after 5 years, I have to be.
Yeah, in true sense, become shunya.
Yes, drop the planning, just be and go with the flow.
Right.
The moment you start going with the flow, trust me, things just happen beyond your imagination.
Right.
Who are we? हमारी औकात सिर्फ इतना ही सोचने की है, राइट? कितना भी आप सोच लो, कितना सोचोगे आप?
हाँ.
But when you drop your thinking, crazy things happen. Like even CH2. Like we look back and when we look at the space itself, we are like, what? And there's no way we could have managed creating that because we have no construction background, we have no building background. We had to literally build everything, the furniture, everything is handmade.
So let's talk about CH2. Tell me about CH2. What is it all about?
So CH2, in a sense, is what I'm trying to do is trying to explain or put in words what I have experienced. And I keep experiencing, not that I have turned Buddha, right? It's a lifelong journey. Till the end, we keep forgetting, we have to keep reminding ourselves and keep returning.
Right.
So CH2 is that raha to returning to yourself.
Acha.
Right?
Okay.
Bholte sab hai, and it is natural. Now, again, my case is very extreme. Okay?
Yeah.
But everyone goes through a lot of things.
Yeah.
And everyone's pain threshold is also very personal. I had experienced this also during my journey. Like you said, right? Ki hum kya jeete, jeeto aap rahe ho and all that. And when I was going through all this madness, at one point, I had stopped empathizing with other people's problems.
Yeah.
I used to find it so trivial. It's like,
yeah.
What? Tumse apna manager manage nahi ho raha hai? You are not able to handle your kids and your work and this is stress? Do you even know what stress is?
Exactly.
So that time I had lost that empathy also. And then someone told me that, okay, yes, your problem is crazy. I don't even understand your problem. But for me, my problem is very big. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm missing, For everyone, everyone's journey is unique. Every individual is unique. So for you, maybe just a little financial stress might just break you. And then you see and compare yourself with me. Yes, I do share my story to, make everyone realize that your problems are smaller. There are bigger problems in lives to just make you feel better. But that doesn't mean that the pain is small as well. So CH2 is basically a space for reminder, both in terms of mental, emotional, and physical balance.
Okay.
Right? When we get dysregulated or when we are stressed, not every time I can explain things to you and you will get it.
Yeah.
Right? When you are stressed, your body is, sweating and you're hyperventilating, your breath is faster and you're dysregulated. And at that time, if I give you gyan, that you be at peace, happiness is within you and all that, you'll be like, get lost.
Yeah.
Because you're not in that listening zone at all.
Yeah.
Right? So what do you do then? So that is where you don't work mentally on yourself. You work on your body. You go take a walk in the nature. You go take a massage. You do some acupuncture. You go for sound healing. There are so many activities, right? Just pick whatever you like. And you do that activity on your body. So your body gets regulated and your mind will automatically start getting regulated.
Yeah.
So working on your body, working on your mind, working on your emotions. That is what CH2 is.
So what kind of clienteles you look for in CH2? Are they working professionals going through their day-to-day work-related stress? Are they homemakers, going through their... or are they, what kind of age are they in? Are they the young teenage kids who are saying they are stressed? So there are different, people also find different ways of getting away from their problems in life, So what kind of people are actually the clients that you look for in CH2? So, or is clients the right word for me to? Okay.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Seekers. I don't like the word clients.
Clients.
Seekers. Okay. We're all seeking, right?
Yeah.
So, see, when we started off, of course, I knew everyone needs it. CH2, common sense, health, happiness. जो बोल रहा है कि उसे ये सब नहीं चाहिए तो कुछ तो there's something missing. everyone needs it, right from kids, like you rightly said, to old people. Doesn't matter whether you're working in the corporates or even our maids and helpers at home.
Yeah.
They have started developing diabetes and cervical issues and all of that. Now they are doing physical labor, right? If we say that be fit and everything is fine, they're doing physical labor. They're not overweight. Still, they have thyroid. Two of my helpers have developed thyroid and one has diabetes and cervical spondylosis. How is that happening? So emotions, no, that is what is making everyone human.
Yeah.
Everyone is. So that's why CH2 World Foundation is a not-for-profit Section 8 company.
Okay.
Where the whole intention is to, number one, create awareness. Most of us are not even aware. Like for me, I had to go through all of this to understand what is the mind, body and emotion connection.
Right.
I'm living it and I had to live through all of that to understand. But we are not aware. Then educating. Okay, now that we are aware, what to do about it and how to do it. And then experience is the key. Because knowing, everyone knows everything. If you want to know, technology is there. You can find out everything. But doing is where the magic lies.
Right.
Doing is where community also is very important because it is a lonely journey. If you decide, I want to get fit today, even in fitter, what worked was the community part.
Yeah.
Right? You have people to support you. You are having a bad day, but then you are seeing some stories and then again that reminder comes to you. So community becomes a very, very important integral part.
Yeah.
And when I say seekers, so I'm honestly not targeting. It's just people coming and we are building on that. So now I've worked with a 12-year-old girl with her, again, emotional issues.
Okay.
Then there is one person who's a very senior platform leader in an organization who came in with gut issues. Simply, I have so much acidity, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
And I've been having sleepless nights and then again, it's a loop.
Yeah.
Once you lose your sleep, you lose everything.
Yeah.
Then there is one auntie who comes, she had developed breast cancer 4 years back and now it's spread to lungs and brain and everywhere. So for her, it's like, she's done with 50 plus chemos and everything. And now medical science is like, bus, there is no other solution. So she comes for sound healing, for naturopathy therapies. The point is just be calm and whatever time we have, live happily. So right from a kid, then I had a 24 years old, person also. And that conversation, oh my God. Wow. I feel for the youth today. Our lives, Manjula, was seriously so much simpler. This boy works in a nice company. Money is not a problem. But he had a breakup with this girl because she started seeing someone else while seeing him. And then he went on to a riot of sleeping around. Like 4 different girls in a day. And he did that for months and spent lakhs of rupees in that. I mean, that was very eye-opening for me. I was like, ye bhi ho raha hai. And then, of course, he realized, and he came seeking meditation. And I was so glad. He was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then, what his question to me was, which was very eye-opening and heartbreaking also. He says that, it's okay to do everything, right? You should do whatever you feel like. And that's freedom and all of that. And so I'm not doing anything wrong, right? If I'm doing all of this.
Yeah.
And he kept on asking me this question and he wanted me to say yes, that you're doing all fine. It's okay. You should do whatever. And he also told me, I've asked this in Reddit and Quora and everywhere. I've got these responses that yes, it's your life. You can do and it's okay. You're young and all of that. So my answer to him was, whatever you did, there's no judgment there.
Yeah.
Whatever you felt like that time, no problem.
Yeah.
It's happened. Don't feel guilty. Don't get into the guilt trip. But scientifically, it's not common sense.
Right.
Right? To do this. So there's so much of emotional, it all boils down to emotions. And why he was doing it? Because the girl rejected and that self-worth and, all of that. So everywhere, it's like full spectrum.
Yeah. So Priyanka, in CH2, which is situated in Koregaon Park, Pune, right? What is the infrastructure there?
So whenever people come, they call it like a hidden oasis because it's not on the main road. It's on the riverside.
Okay.
And 2 bungalows we've converted into. So this is what I call it, a lab. We've worked on integrative medicine, integrative healing. Allopathy is important. Emergency, common sense, go for allopathy. If I've cut my leg, then I have to go.
Yeah.
Right? So using common sense and using the right things at the right time, we have integrative medicine, as in we have allopathic doctors on board, oncologists, neurosurgeon, gastroenterologists, to observe the patients. Anyone coming with health issues, they observe, not prescribe medicines.
Okay.
But healing happens through all the holistic ways of healing.
Okay.
We have over 45 activities under one roof. We are partners with National Institute of Naturopathy. It's nature-based healing, most beautiful. And personally, I like that a lot because it's like spa day every day. That's therapy.
Yeah.
Right? So you come for acupressure, massages, your mud bath and hydro packs and all of that. So ozone therapy, all of that we have. Apart from that, there is meditation, there is sound healing, art therapy, dance therapy, music is therapy, yoga, there is medical yoga, hatha yoga, vinyasa yoga, yin yoga. So 45 activities under one roof. The whole point is come as you are, and we start from where you are ready, right? So if someone has been into meditation for 10 years or more, right? So for them, just coincidentally, our meditation room is also called Shunya.
Yeah.
So Shunya is the space, right? You just go there, come for sound healing, do your meditation practices, conduct your sessions also. So it's more like a platform as well for community. For patients coming in, they go through the entire route where the key, when we do the assessment, more physical diagnosis, blood work, all of that, we look at that. But the key there is understanding what is the low vibration emotion that is causing whatever that's been caused in the body. And we work on that and we give them all the options. You pick and choose whatever resonates with you, we recommend. Ultimately, the pill is happiness. Right? Whether you have cancer, autoimmune disorder, fibromyalgia, POTS, or anything as crazy, my personal lived experience is happiness. If you're happy, your endocrine system works in a certain way, your nervous system is regulated, our body is so miraculous, it can heal on its own. All we need to give it is time and space, which we don't give.
Correct, yeah.
CH2 is that space which helps you pause to begin with. Just take a step back. And then there are so many activities. We have cacao, meditations, various things. So you can pick and choose. Either we can design a program if you wish, or you can come up with your own ideas. And it's holistic wellness, no side effects, it's just happiness.
How difficult was it to bring this ecosystem of service providers within your organization?
That was 2025. And I know you wanted me to ask. I'll ask this question to myself and answer it. You had a beautiful question that how has building CH2 changed you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was crazy, because one, getting the team of the good doctors, as I call them, right? So, when an allopath says, do yoga, do meditation, people listen more.
Yeah.
Ayurveda, all these people have been saying this for years, nobody's listening.
Yeah.
So, getting those right people, again, no credit to me, they just came. They just walked in and they're like, how can I help you? And I was like, wow. So, that was one thing. Also, the alternate healing, this holistic healing industry, that was one of the reasons also of making CH2 World Foundation. Let's say sound healing. Now, there are online courses of 4 hours and you can become a sound healer.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Right?
Huh.
It's deeper work. First, we need to transform ourselves. Only then I can translate something to you.
Very true. Yeah.
Right? And now with this whole Instagrammable, it's also cool and beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Singing bowls and flowers and water and all that, which is great. I'm very happy that people are, getting into it. But there are hardly any courses which are accredited, which have proper systems that you do your practice. For example, in sound healing, at least 100 hours of practice a person should do. But more than that, I feel if I want to become a sound practitioner, I need to undergo sound healing for 100 hours also.
Yeah.
Not just give.
Yeah.
Because if I don't undergo myself, how do you know what's happening in the body?
Yeah.
Right? So practicing becomes very important. Self-transformation. So in CH2, the ultimate product, so like I say, it's a lab. We're experimenting. Nothing like this exists in the world. I needed it. It was not there. And that's how we ended up creating it. That's why we are working with the Ayush Ministry to have accredited programs like School of Sound Healing, School of Emotions.
Nice.
With proper, committee of experts. And we talk neuroscience language and nervous system language. Spirituality is amazing. Of course it is. I know.
Yeah.
And, everything is there, but talking in neuroscience, nervous system language just keeps it very simple so that, we don't digress. So people are the key. And yes, it's been a journey, a lot of learning. And that's how we've been refining our programs. And in 2026 now, I think I'm glad that I'm here talking about it, because honestly, in 2025, I didn't have the guts to even speak about it because it was all in the making.
Correct.
So now things have settled, the structure is coming, a lot of learning for me, and that's being implemented. So now we have very structured programs, and teacher training is my focus.
Tell me about neuroscience, because you use that word. Can we deep dive into that with CH2?
Sure. It's simple. We humans have that survival instinct, right? The moment there's a tiger here in the room, what will you do?
Try to run away, try to, save myself, right? Somehow.
So what are the options? Save yourself.
Yeah.
Good one, right? What are the options? One is either you run away.
Yeah.
That's flight.
Or keep shouting loudly, shout back at the...
Or fight.
Yeah.
Right? Fight with the tiger.
Yeah.
That's another option.
Yeah.
Or third is freeze. You're just frozen. You don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So this is called fight, flight, and freeze mode that we all go into the moment we are under stress.
Nice. Okay.
Now, our human body was designed for this so that we could protect ourselves. From tigers, from storm, from, natural calamities, everything. The beauty of today's world is we are all in that fight, flight, or freeze mode constantly, but there is no tiger.
Yeah.
Where is the tiger? It's here. What if my son doesn't study and then he doesn't get a good job? What if I die tomorrow?
Yeah.
What if I lose my job? What if it's all here? And that is actually keeping us in the fight, flight, or freeze mode. Everyone has a different reaction. There are some people who are very pushing into things, so they would be fighting. Okay, there's a problem, let me fight and solve it, do everything. So they get into that mode. Then there are certain people who just run away from problems, escape, right? Okay, I don't want to face it. And there are certain people who just freeze. I don't know what to do. You're detached, but you're frozen. So this is our body's natural way of helping ourselves save ourselves. But the problem is, when you are into the flight, fight, or freeze mode for a longer period of time, it results in diseases. It results in, you making the wrong decisions, crazy things happening in life, anything.
Yeah.
So the key here is, one, understanding how to regulate your nervous system. Right? We all will get into that fight, flight mode. Like, for example, if someone does something very irritating and I get very angry, right?
Yeah.
Our reaction is the same. Our heart starts racing. You want to do something to that person. So a lot of energy gets created in the body.
True.
Right? What happens? Either you punch that person and release that energy, which may not be commonsensical all the time. Let's not do that. Some people do that and release it. And then there are some people who will never do that, but that energy stays in the body. There's no way of releasing. It gets accumulated over time. It gets accumulated in whichever part, diseases and things happen. Women have a lot of cancer, suppressed anger, suppressed emotions. We never have the safe space to express. And if we try to express, we are not able to express it in a calm way.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the problems, if you see, if you sit calmly and explain your husband that that, you know what? You doing this first is not very commonsensical, and I don't appreciate it, and maybe you need to change your ways. I think if you say like this to him, he will listen. Right? But do we say like that? Why did you do this? And
Yeah.
because we're dysregulated.
Yeah.
So we react, we don't respond.
Yeah.
So learning is to, number one, wisdom is knowing when to retreat. You take a pause, regulate yourself, and then respond. So that is the education part that we're looking at CH2.
Nice.
And nervous system regulation is the key now, whether it's in relationships, whether it's at work,
Yeah.
whether it's anywhere.
And with any age.
Any age, everywhere. Start young. Kids need to be, that's what we discussed, right? When your son says, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Help him regulate his hurt, his anger, his sadness, his grief, whatever that is. So understanding these low vibration emotions and then transmuting those emotions into positive also. That's the second step. So,
yeah. Thank you so much, Priyanka. It was very, very enlightening to know, to really experience life with you, not just know life, but experiencing life with you. I'm so happy that you could take out time and be part of this podcast today. And one last message you would want to give to the next generation or to the audience about life would be really nice.
I think simply accepting first whatever is happening in life, surrendering to it, let it happen, and become an observer, right? Observe from a little detachment. While doing all of this, for younger generation, this is what I've been experiencing, that they feel like, oh, freedom is doing whatever we want. But we are missing the common sense part in it.
Yeah.
Common sense has to be intact.
Okay.
That empathy, that common sense has to be intact. That is ultimate freedom. Freedom doesn't mean I will do whatever, even if it hurts you. No, that's incomplete. I will do whatever with awareness. Awareness is what is missing. Even if I'm shouting at you, am I aware of it? The moment I'm aware, I may choose not to shout at you and speak to you in a calmer way. So awareness is something that we can all start with. And that's the first step and pretty much the last.
Thank you so much for being part of Creative Bharat today. Thank you, Priyanka.
Thank you so much.